Hi everyone! The 2023 season is right around the corner, and in this video, I'm going to tell you if the Chicago Cubs really have a chance to top the Cardinals in the division. We're going to break it down with 3 categories: hitting, pitching, and defense. First off, let's talk about the lineups of each team. The projected lineup for the Cubs looks like this, headlined by the top 3 of Hoerner, Swanson, and Ian Happ. Hoerner had a breakout season last year, Ian Happ made his first All-Star game, and of course, Dansby was the biggest fish the Cubs landed in the offseason. But he wasn't the only fish. The additions of Trey Mancini, Cody Bellinger, and Eric Hosmer really improve their depth and stretches out the lineup. A recent oblique strain has sidelined Seiya Suzuki, so for this video, we will have him coming off the bench. The lineup wasn't the strength for the Cubbies last season, but Ian Happ did have the best season in his career. He finished the season hitting .271 with 17 knocks and 72 RBIs. His 4.4 WAR last season was the best of his career. However, Fangraphs is projecting Happ to finish the 23 season with a 2.5 WAR, and for the Cubs' top 11 possible hitters to finish with a combined WAR of 20.9. Now let's compare that to the Cardinals. As a Cubs fan, I hate how much I love this lineup. It's highlighted by 2022 NL MVP Paul Goldschmidt and future first ballot Hall of Famer Nolan Arenado. Adding former Cub Wilson Contreras makes an elite lineup even better, and knowing the Cardinals, some guy you've never heard of will come up and just start raking at the big league level. In the past, we've seen players like Skip Schumacher and Matt Adams come up with big hit after big hit, and last year was no exception for the Cardinals. Lars Nootbaar finished with an OPS plus of 126, which means he's 26% better than the average hitter, and finished with a 2.1 WAR. So you're telling me someone named Lars Nootbaar is a real person and a weapon at the plate? Oh, also, I haven't even brought up the potential breakout season for young stud Juan Yepes and one of the odds-on favorites for Rookie of the Year, Jordan Walker. The thing is, the lineup is a massive strength for the Cardinals, and it is led by Goldschmidt. He finished last season hitting .317 with 35 bombs and 115 RBIs. His 7.5 offensive WAR last season was only second in all of Major League Baseball to Aaron Judge. But I could go on for days and days about the Cardinals lineup, so let's just give them the point and all move on with our lives. Next up is the pitching. The Cubs pitching staff finished extremely strong last year, and I do believe that can carry over to this season. They finished with the 5th best team ERA in the second half last year, and followed that up by adding Jameson Taillon in the offseason on a 4-year deal. In fact, of the 5 projected starters on the Cubbies, Taillon has the lowest ERA plus last season. Moving out of the insanely strong AL East and back to the weaker NL Central should help Taillon get his numbers back up. Justin Steele and Adrian Thompson both had breakout seasons last year and finished with ERA pluses around 130. We will have to see if an extended run this season will level those numbers out or if they'll stay right where they're at. As for the Cardinals rotation, it's not as strong as their lineup. It's led by Adam Wainwright, who's heading into his age 42 season, yet seems like he will never age a day in his life. Jordan Montgomery came over in a trade last season and improved greatly in his time in St. Louis. The real question marks here are at the bottom of the rotation. Jack Flaherty and Steven Matz hope to have big 2022 campaigns but walked away with 2 injury-riddled seasons. They combined for 82 total innings last season, and each had ERA pluses under 100 in their limited time. At one point in his career, Jack Flaherty looked like he was going to torture the NL Centrals for years and years, but injuries have stopped that narrative in its tracks. Now that we've seen the rotation, let's lightly look at their bullpen. The Cardinals did finish with a better team bullpen ERA last season thanks to All-Star Ryan Helsley's dominant season. He had a .306 ERA plus. That's crazy town. However, the Cardinals bullpen last season did finish last in bullpen strikeouts. The Cubs closer is to be determined, but they do have some good options with Brad Boxberger, Ethan Roberts, and Adbert Alzolay with nasty stuff. Since it's super close here and I would love a tie game going into the last category, we're going to give this round to the Cubbies. On to the fielding category. Now, I broke down in a previous video that I think the Cubs' strength this season will be their defense. They have 4 position players and 1 pitcher with Gold Gloves. These 5 players combined for a total 10 career Gold Gloves, and that's not even including Nico Hoerner, who finished second in defensive run saves by shortstops, and Christopher Morel, who's in the 99th percentile in all of baseball for arm strength. The Cubbies are really going to be fun to watch in the field this season. But this is where my research took a turn for the worst. Yeah, this Cardinals team not only has the best defensive team in baseball this season, but might have one of the best defensive teams ever. Nolan Arenado already has as many Gold Gloves as the entire Cubs roster and even tosses in 6 Platinum Gloves. That's not even including Goldschmidt's 4 Gold Gloves. That's not even including Tyler O'Neill's 2 Gold Gloves. That's not even including, well, you get the idea. I'm tired of this. 2 years ago, the Cardinals claimed 5 Gold Gloves in a single season. This team is absolutely insane defensively. So unfortunately, this round goes to the Cardinals. So, After much consideration and calculations, I have declared the answer to the question of can the Cubs beat the Cardinals this season to be exactly 0.0087%. Why that number, you ask? Well, those are the odds of bowling a 300 in Wii bowling. Is it extremely difficult? Yes. But have I done it exactly one time in my life? Well, yes. Yes, I have. And that's all the Cubs have to do. They have to do it one time.
One time.
One time. Yeah. One time.
Stranger things have happened, so who the hell knows what's going to happen this year, but the Cardinals are really good. Yeah, it sucks, and I'm tired of it. So that's it, guys. I do believe the Cubs can do it, but it's probably not going to happen. If you've made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and shows me that you want to see more of these videos. Comment which team you think will finish with a better record and tell me why. Thank you for watching.